do not be deceived, because this little caravan here, or camper or travel trailer, is very spacious inside and looks really, really nice. I think you're going to be impressed. Let's go take a look. Come on. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here in Düsseldorf, Germany today, filming this RV here at the Caravan Salon event. This is a huge event that happens every year here in Düsseldorf. It's one of the biggest RV events in the world. Ton of different buildings here where they pack in all these caravans or travel trailers as well as motorhomes to take a look at, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So this is every year in the first 2 weeks of September. A whole lot of fun. Really excited to be out here and having a blast filming these RVs for you guys. And this here is a really cool, unique one. This is a Weinsberg CaraOne. You can see it right here. It's the CaraOne 390 PUH. And this is coming in with, this is with a 19% tax right here of 27,500 euros, basically. So that's going to be basically putting this somewhere around what would be around a $30,000 to $35,000 camper in the United States. Now, a lot of really cool, unique aspects to it. You can see multiple different kind of windshields up front here. This also is a really unique siding. This feels like it's metal. It's kind of cold to the touch too, which makes me feel like it's metal, but it has this textured design to it, and it's just really, really robust and rugged. It feels really, really strong. Same with this front cap here, and this does go all the way up into that roof portion of this travel trailer or this caravan. So really good roof materials as well. Just the quality and construction out here certainly feels like it's just very polished, is probably the best way I could say it. And then as we step inside, it's just a really nice door too. See your locking mechanism on here, a little bit different than what we see in the States. So it has these two different bolts there that extend out for the lock. But even just the latch on the door just sounds really nice. The quality, you just feel it. It's a different style here in Europe, and it's so interesting. It's so fascinating. Really cool front kitchen design. You can see with the multiple different windows there, how that kind of livens up this space. You got really great lighting as well. And then these are all dual pane acrylic style windows. So they have all these latches here that twist to allow these to open up, and they will open up really wide at that. Plus you have your privacy shades that come down from the top if you do want to, block out the sun from where this windshield is at. Right when we walked in, we have a bunch of storage here as well. So they have these nice latches there that hold those closed while you're going down the road. You got your shelved storage through there. It looks like these are like a thermofoil style cabinet door, something to the likes of that. And then you got storage down underneath here as well. Open this up, we got our utensil drawer. And I just realized, let me see too, I'll try to remember before we finish up this video, finding the specs so we could kind of see what the weight and stuff is on this little camper. I'm curious, in Europe, what kind of vehicles people would tow something like this with, because it's pretty small. It's not too big. Got your 3-burner gas stove, circular sink, and then a ton of countertop space back through here. Lots of space in that area. Let's see, it looks like we got a latch there to hold your refrigerator closed while you go down the road. And then this is a Dometic gas and electric refrigerator. Looks like we got our freezer portion up top here, but those look like propane fins there, so should have a gas element to the refrigerator. That's pretty much everything. They have these European styles outlets right there. So 2 outlets here in this kitchen space, and it looks like that is the only spot where we have outlets. Got kind of like a full body mirror here. It's just a very skinny mirror, but still like a full body mirror nonetheless. Nice kind of fabric style design here on this piece with a hook there to hang things. Turn this way and you got that same style right here as well. Then up above my head is your skylight. Now they add in these lights here at this show. I don't know if these lights are something that would stay in here permanently, or if this light is something that is just here for adding in more light during the show. But this is a skylight up there. You can see this is just an artificial light that I can turn off that is in the skylight. Open this up, you have these twist style latches on there, and this is going to be your closet space. And then as we turn this way, you got your Truma heater down here. And then we have this really big U-shaped dinette. And this table is a freestanding table, so you can move that table around however you want. You could take it out of this space. And this U-shaped dining area alone, if you drop this table down and fill it in with the cushions to make this into a bed, that alone is a really big sleeping space. But of course there is more because you have the drop down bunk up over the top. Before we show that though, I want to show the windows all the way around with the curtains on the windows. So you have a window there, window on the back wall, and window here. And then even some nice things like this is, like a leather feeling material piece right there in the corners, kind of a decorative piece. And then you have some shelving up through here when we drop this bed down. That's going to give you some storage. Plus you have your storage up underneath here, all for this dining area, good lighting through this space, and a little bit of shelving here. And then it's a manual drop down on this bunk. So you just pull this latch and that allows this to start dropping down. So I can, basically, you can see I can do it with one hand. Drop this down here, and now it's getting to a point where I got to use two to pull it down. There we go. Keep it coming down further. You can see how you have the bunk up over the top. So you have this bunk bed here, and this is going to be basically like a queen size bed, at least it looks like. Ladder to get up onto this space. Have that shelf up along that back wall, another skylight up in this area as well, and then some lights up in the ceiling. Plus you got outlets and a USB port here in the corner, and that shelving that's accessible now here from the bed. So really with this setup, you can make this into two beds for grown adults or for kids. This is one of those campers where it could be a family camper even, because you can have the kids sleeping up here and parents sleep down here with the dining table made into a bed. That is certainly an option. And then it's just really nice. Even the mattress on here, definitely not bad. You can see there's like some ventilated space underneath there as well to keep moisture off of the mattress. It's a little bit of a thin mattress, but it is a foam style mattress there. And then again, like leather wrap materials here on this area. So it just feels like really, really good quality on that. And then you can push this up, get that bed up out of the way, and then you're back to a dining area. Another thing to mention is we have carpet here on the floors, but these are like custom cut rugs that it looks like will come with the camper, and then you have more traditional style flooring down underneath there with that wood look. So you get the option for both, which is really cool. Then we have a wet bath set up here in the bathroom. So kind of like a tinted window there, so it lets in natural light, but you still get your privacy. Have a nice big mirror along this wall. Have your vent up over the top, some shelving there as well. And then we got some storage here. Have your sink built into the countertop material, so that's like a plastic style sink. And then you push on these to open up this storage here under the sink there. And then we have a cassette style toilet. This is something we see in a lot of different RVs here in Europe. So you have the cassette setup here on the toilet, and we'll see when we go outside. I'll show you what that kind of looks like, how you can take that out. And then we have liquefied here. This is a black tank treatment for your RVs that is going to take everything that goes into your toilet and liquefy it so it drains out properly. That's something that is essential for every RV owner. You can find this on Amazon as well as in the United States at Blue Compass RV dealerships and Walmart. They have it in the pod formula, liquid formula, and powder formula. With your sink here, to make this into a shower, you can see you have this little spot up here, and this is going to allow that to move up there so that it can be a shower head for you. And I do have to say, get this retracted back in there. The shower height in here is pretty impressive. Like, look at that. I'm 6'2" with my shoes on right now. That ceiling height there is good for, gosh, that's like dang near good for at least probably like 6'7", 6'8". Like that is really, really tall for a, basic style caravan or camper like this. That is pretty dang good for a shower height. So really impressed with that. That kind of shows the height of the rest of this space as well. And that's pretty much it on the inside. Simple camper, nothing too crazy about it. It's a single axle camper, but just such a great layout for something so small. It's so usable, and I really like the space in there. Curious your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you think. We got our storage area down underneath there. See how those latches work like that, and push that in to lock it. It also has this rail system along the outside of the RV. So because they don't have any awnings or anything like that, they have the rail system here where you can get different like outside patio sets or tent coverings and things like that that can slide into this rail system and kind of convert your outdoor space into various different things that you may want it to be. The back of their caravans here, or their campers, look like they are like a motorhome essentially. So pretty cool look on that. And you can see it does have that fiberglass material or whatever. It feels like it's got to be a fiberglass, I would think. That material on the roof there curves around and gives you a really nice roof material as well. Got your handles here. So it looks like a lot of the caravans they have out here are kind of equipped and designed to be able to move them with your bare hands. They do have a wheel on the tongue jack there, and I think you can even get them with like some moving equipment to be able to move it with like a powered device on the hitch potentially. Then we have underneath here our stabilizers. Pretty interesting look on their stabilizer legs, what they look like here in Europe. Certainly different from in the United States. And then you see down underneath the underbelly there. That's an area where I don't know a whole lot about like their frame constructions and underbelly construction, so I can't get into it too much, but at least can show you it though. Pop this panel off. This is going to be your cassette style black tank. So it's a Dometic tank, and you can see right here, everything in your toilet is gonna run to this tank there, and you can wheel this around and you can go dump this wherever you can find a good spot to dump your waste. So any dump stations, anything like that, shoot, you could take it and dump it into your toilet in your house if you like. It gives you some different options there. But that is pretty much everything, y'all. Oh, last thing too, there is storage up underneath here, and unique how they do their storage, because it opens up like so to get you into that space, where you also will have your propane bottles in that area as well. So pretty dang cool. Again, this is going to be somewhere around like what a $30,000 camper would be in the United States. So curious your thoughts on what you think about this, and if it's something you could see yourself traveling in. I actually really like it. I think it's pretty cool. I like how tall it is in there, and definitely like the color palette and the design aspects inside and out. But curious your thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, live firmly unbound.